Welcome to Phoenix Uprising. I'm your host, Candice Paroli.
And I'm Jena Zalkowitz.
Each week, we're bringing you real, unfiltered conversations about beauty, wellness, business, and the messy, magical process of rising from life's challenges. Think of this podcast like having coffee
or a gummy
with your girlfriends, the kind of friends who keep it real, give you solid advice, and cheer you on when you're ready to reinvent yourself.
That's us, two women who have walked through fire, rebuilt from the ground up, and are here to share the tools, insights, and stories to help you do the same.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, a beauty lover, a wellness seeker, or simply someone craving inspiration and transformation, this podcast is for you.
Join us every week for bold, soulful, and empowering conversations that will help you rise higher, personally, professionally, and spiritually.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phoenix Uprising. We are your hosts. I'm Candice Paroli.
And I'm Jena Zalkowitz.
Today, we are going to be diving into perimenopause. This is every woman's favorite topic right now. I'm glad that it's starting not to be taboo.
Yeah.
There's more information out there about it.
Yeah, still not as much as there should be.
Correct.
But there is.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is all my friends at this age are talking about.
It's very relevant to us.
Yes, very much so.
And we both have our own unique experience with it. Mm-hmm. And we both are very educated in this arena. Everything we're going to talk about today, I just want to preface with Jena and I are not medical doctors. So, we both recommend, speaking with your healthcare provider, with anything that you're interested in taking away from what you learned from us today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to be talking about our experiences and what we've learned.
Correct. So, okay. How are you doing with your perimenopausal symptoms?
Well, I feel like I need to go into my whole story.
Right.
Should I start?
Because you had a jump start.
I did. Yeah. So I've been dealing with it for 10 years, which is great for me. So yeah, when I had an estrogen fed cancer, which means they had to immediately reduce the amount of estrogen in my body. So I was put on 2 medications, an injection in my stomach called Zoladex and a daily pill called Aromacin. And so that put me in this menopausal state. And this started when I was 31 years old. So I have been dealing with menopausal symptoms for 10, 11 years. So yeah, once cancer treatment ended, during cancer treatment, then once it ended, I had all these symptoms. So
what were the first, when you were taking those medications, those 2 medications mm-hmm. that you mentioned, what were the first early signs, early symptoms that you started to have from them?
Yeah, so hot flashes.
Okay.
Just being hot like all the time.
Uh-huh.
And then night sweats. Night sweats were terrible. Like just waking up in the middle of the night drenched in sweat. Like the sheets are wet, the pillow's wet. Like
lovely.
Yeah, lovely. It wakes you up. Exactly. So pleasant. It just wakes you up out of a sleep.
Okay.
So those were like the big ones. So I was able to control it a lot with my diet, mm-hmm. which, it took a long time to figure out. But for a few years, like, this was affecting me. And it's the same things what I was experiencing is the same thing women are going to experience in their early to mid 40s with, actual perimenopause. But yeah, it sucks. Like, and I would be out somewhere talking to someone and just break into a sweat.
Oh God.
And I'm like, 32 at the time or something, and
right.
like, they're looking at me like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm going through menopause. I know I'm young. Like, yeah.
But it's unbearable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, it's like, you're really like, again, I'm sweating so much, and you're just like, you put on your makeup and just sweat it right off. Like, you just is sweating all the time,
Yeah.
So yeah, those were the first ones, but I was able to control it a lot with what I ate. So I went gluten-free 10 years ago, and going gluten-free, and then just figuring out like what trigger foods brought it on. So like I have a very clean diet. And I have for a while, but I started to figure that out. Like, I don't barely eat any fried food. I don't really eat any, not too much packaged food, preservatives, all that stuff. Like, I figured it out, and I know it works for my body. So diet's a huge one for me. Is I do think, like, the medicine I was on, it, like, over time the symptoms gradually didn't, or got a little better, but I think my diet sped it up a lot. So, but also there's other things, like, well, just like, stress, and like doing yoga and like breath work and meditations and stuff, that can all help the symptoms too. So, like, just a healthy lifestyle overall. But yeah, so that was my, like, jump start into
the symptoms.
Yes.
Okay.
So have you had any symptoms?
So the only thing I am noticing right now is brain fog.
Okay.
I have an IUD, so the only way to test if I'm in perimenopause is to have the IUD taken out and then to, like, start my cycle, and then they could start testing. And I talked about this on my Instagram page earlier this year, and I really went into a lot of helpful information for women and certain tests that they can request from their OBGYN or functional medicine doctor. I have done a comprehensive blood panel. I usually do those twice a year. But there's, like, certain things that I can't even do because it won't even show for me. But I don't have night sweats yet. I'm not having, like, the weight gain, the mood swings.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. It's been harder for me for 10 years to lose weight. There's that, and it had me, like, I tend to hold it, like, in my stomach area, and, like, that was really challenging. I had to work, like, super hard to,
right.
And then, well, I'll explain more, but yeah, during those 10 years of being on, that definitely was a factor.
Okay. So here at my office, I, like, work with a lot of different patients from all ages. Plus we have a huge friend group, and these women are in our age group.
And we were 42. I don't think we mentioned that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm always hearing the same thing. Low libido, night sweats, hot flashes, mood swings, the brain fog. And I got certified in naturopath wellness about almost 2 years ago. And then I went down the rabbit hole with peptides. So Jena and I work with a company that provides peptides. We also, like, have them here in the office with a medical team. So for example, there are specific peptides that you can take to help regulate your hormones, and it will help slow those night sweats down, immediately get control of that weight gain, stabilize your mood a lot. And here's the thing that I like to say about the peptides is it's saving relationships, because we always hear that it's bringing the libido back. So the guys like it for that reason. And then it helps with, moods, anxiety, which is another thing.
Well, honestly, the night sweats is very hard if you're sleeping next to somebody too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super disruptive. Like, it's hard to, yeah.
Well, and, like, not everybody wants to sleep in an igloo,
Yeah. 'Cause I would just, like, rip all the blanket and sheets off of me, and then, and it's like, it's disruptive. Like, it's a hard way to sleep.
Yeah. I took some notes about this. It really bothers me that, our society has programmed us into thinking that, when we get to this stage, it's like, oh, that's it for me. Time to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Like, things are over.
No, we're super young at 42 still. We're in our 40s.
Right. And so I made some notes because I want to change our mindset about, perimenopause, menopause, which, by the way, I want to mention that women can start having perimenopausal symptoms as early as their 30s. Like, you can start having them in your early 30s, just so you know. And, well, I mean, case in point, Jenna, this was also due to her cancer. But there are women that can start going through perimenopausal symptoms in their 30s. But I wrote down that we should talk about it like we talk about puberty. It's just another natural, powerful transition.
That's really good. We absolutely should.
Are we shunning each other,
Right.
like, when it's puberty?
Yeah, I feel like there is a stigma about it. Like, oh, she's going through menopause. Like, it is like puberty. It's just a part of the aging process.
Right. So back to the peptides. There are multiple different peptides. There are some that are a blend. There are some that are a trio. We don't recommend them to you. We have a medical team that will pre-screen you, and they will provide you with the proper dosage. But I promise you, you will feel a world of difference. Jenna and I take the healing peptides. We take BPC 157 with TB 500 for healing.
Yeah, I want to talk about my journey with that. So I have lymphedema, which I don't think I've talked about yet on the podcast. But so I have...
You can hold up your hand, maybe.
Yeah. So my left hand is swollen. And it can sometimes go into my arm as well. This is an after effect of the surgery I had for cancer, because they removed lymph nodes. So, and then this just came on about 1.5 years ago. So I've been exploring everything to make this better. And unfortunately, my doctors were not very helpful. Like, nothing they've said is suitable for my life. They want me to wear a compression glove, a compression sleeve. They want me to use this machine 1 to 2 hours a day. I'm not doing any of that anymore, and it's because I'm taking the peptides. Candice recommended to me, I did not know about this, and she was like, I really think peptides would help your lymphedema. And I'm like, really? Like, I've read that nowhere. I've never heard of that. So I started taking the BPC and the TB 500, and I took it for about 6 weeks. You cycle on and off with the peptides, but I took it for about 6 weeks, and like, yeah, it was better. Like, I didn't have to do anything. Like, I do not wear I don't even, they say you should fly with this compression gloves. Like, everyone, they ask me, like, you're flying with it, right? And I'm like, nope, I don't wear it. I go on flights without it. I do not use my machine at all. And it is like, I can't get it, I haven't been able to get it back to like looking like my right hand, but it is so much better.
Well, you never know. There's still time.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
I'm confident I am. And I do things that will inflame it. Like, I've been running a lot, training for high rocks. Running inflames it.
Push-ups?
Yeah, push-ups. I do a lot of push-ups. My doctor said never do push-ups again. Okay, whatever. And like lifting heavy dumbbells and stuff. So all these things I know will inflame it. And like, it is, the peptides have kept it like in check. It's been great. Like, I don't have to think about it much at all.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see like what else, because I've only done one cycle of 6 weeks, and then I got back on it about maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago.
So this is super relevant to what we're talking about, and I'm going to use Jenna as an example. She does have a very, very active lifestyle, and she is a cancer survivor. But she has an extremely clean diet that is anti-inflammatory. And I also believe that in addition to the peptides, because she's gluten-free and like anti-inflammatory, this is also helping with those perimenopausal symptoms, like keeping them at bay.
Yeah.
So I can't stress that enough with the, like, looking at your diet. And, you know, if you're eating a lot of foods that are causing inflammation, if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, that definitely causes inflammation.
Yeah, I drink very little. I don't do like any seed oils. I don't do any food coloring. I'm very clean. Like, you know, and it's not like, it's like, you know, not 100%, but it's very clean. And I know that's a huge part of it.
Right. And so just one other thing I'll mention about the BPC 157 TB 500, I will be taking that peptide very soon, because I'm having...
In a week and a half?
Yeah, I'm having double foot surgery, and my surgeon recommended it as well, and I'm going to be taking that in order for me to heal quickly so that I can fly 3 weeks after that to Colorado. So I even know of professional athletes that have taken it after major surgeries, and they have healed quickly from it. And I'm like, if it's good enough for them, like, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. And you know, it's hard to say with certain things, but I had tweaked my shoulder when I first started taking it, and I do think it sped up the process of that, because it was like a tendon thing, and that could take forever to heal. And it just, I kind of stopped thinking about it, and I was like, oh wait, my shoulder is way better. And I didn't do anything else for it.
So with some of the peptides that could possibly be recommended to you for hormonal issues, in addition to them helping you with, you know, weight management, the hot flashes, brain fog, sorry, mood swings, and low libido, there's some bonus things in there. So they can help with increased energy and stamina, improved exercise recovery, healthier skin, and wound healing, because they also have a bit of those other peptides in them.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I forgot to say, like, joint pain was definitely a part of it too.
And it's helped alleviate that?
Well, that was like, well, yeah, it has, because like it has lessened like just the cracking and popping of, like, you know, just knees popping, and like, you know, that it has helped that. But when I first got on, like when I was 31, when I first got on the estrogen suppressants, like I did have a lot of joint pain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think my diet, like, you know, and stuff helped with that, but that was a part of the menopause.
Because you switched. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the big symptoms in the beginning.
And then the other thing, and I know that we're both very good about this, is supplements. And not just any supplements, guys. You know, if you're taking a supplement in a capsule form, make sure that it is a vegan capsule. Like, you have to be very careful, because some of those capsules are, they've like tested them, and they found contents of carcinogenics in them. So if you're taking it in capsule form, make sure that it is a vegan capsule.
Yeah, I'm particular about the brands I use.
Good. You should be.
Yeah.
Maca root is very, very good for perimenopausal, menopausal symptoms. Magnesium adaptogens, those are awesome for supporting your adrenals. And this one we're super, super good with is hydration, but not just any hydration. Spring water, reverse osmosis. You do reverse osmosis.
Yeah, and we do pink Himalayan salt. So either adding good salt, pink Himalayan salt, or Celtic salt, but adding that to your food or your water, or, you know, electrolyte packets. I mean, I do both. And with the amount that I work out and I'm sweating a lot, and hot yoga and everything, I need a lot of electrolytes. So I'm doing electrolytes all throughout the day.
Yeah, you're very good with that, but you're also extremely active.
Yeah, I have to offset that. I mean, it's more than the average person, but yeah, I mean, I feel terrible if I don't have them. Like, I need it, you know.
Now this symptom, I don't hear it as often as all of the others, but I have heard this, like, from some friends and some patients, is the anxiety, panic attack. And so we do have friends that when they started going through, like, perimenopausal symptoms, that was one of them, and breath work has helped them tremendously. We have one friend that recently discovered tuning forks.
She bought them off the TikTok shop at 2 a.m. and
yeah.
She loves them.
She swears by them because of the hertz frequency, and
I mean, sound healing is a real thing.
Truly it is, yeah.
Like, we've both attended, you know, sound ceremonies before, like, you know, singing bowls.
Well,
and
I
stuff.
sleep to hertz frequency, so, but she definitely uses them, and they help her calm down.
Yeah. I forgot another symptom of it is just not being able to sleep, insomnia.
Yeah, and the peptides help with that for sure. I mean, my mom, what I saw her go through when she went through menopause, that is what led me down like the path of, okay, whatever is happening to her, I want to do what I can do now so that I'm not suffering like that. My mom had to have a total hysterectomy.
Oh, wow.
But my mom takes peptides. And so her biggest thing when everything was happening was she wasn't sleeping and she was suffering from terrible migraines. And that was one of the first things she said when she got on the peptides was she's sleeping now and she's not having any more migraines and she's way more pleasant.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
To finish, so my story for 10 years was in this menopausal state. I had that last treatment in January of this year, and it's a 3-month dose. So April of this year is the first time that I had estrogen coming back into my system. So we're in November now. So from April to November, my body was like regulating again with getting used to estrogen again. So April, May, June, it was rough. Like my body was all out of whack with hormones. So I was sweating profusely in the gym. Like we were joking about it. Like I was sweating so much, having a lot of trouble sleeping, night sweats again. Once again, the sheets were soaked, the pillow was soaked, so I went through all that, but I let it regulate. And then it took like after 2 or 3 months, like I've been feeling really good and it has regulated. It's been easier for me to like lose fat. I've noticed that like my weight distribution is different. But I'm letting my like body kind of get used to this again. But I definitely think I'm going to start the other peptides. And I don't know how much longer I'll give it, but I just didn't want to immediately get on something.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm going to try that. And then, eventually the HRT. But I'm just, taking it step by step. But I feel pretty good now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird for me. Like, this is the first time I'm not really in menopause, And
yeah.
I'm having like an opposite reaction to most women my age.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth with, it's like, should I get the IUD out? But then I'm like, well, nothing's wrong right now, so why disturb the peace?
If you feel good.
Right.
Right. But, but then they also do say you should be preventative with HRT.
Correct.
And you shouldn't just wait until it's like, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know I get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence with it.
I mean, I'm really good with going in for my, appointments, and I trust my doctor. I have an excellent doctor. So if she would suggest, I even asked her, I'm like, should we take it out and like see? And she's like, no, like your levels look great. Everything's in place. She's like, unless you're feeling this or, having issues. I have a blood clotting disease. Like, so that's fine too. I see no reason to take it out. So yeah.
Yeah. I kind of I think you shouldn't overthink things. And like, I'm in tune with my body, and I go by how I feel. And, yeah. And it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, only one procedure right now.
Yeah,
please.
Let's get the foot surgery out of the way.
That's all I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, guys, we will continue on because I'm sure we will have a lot more perimenopausal discussions, menopausal experts on the show. We will include some links for you for the peptides and the supplements that we recommend.
Yeah, I'm very excited by the peptides. Like I'm gonna add a couple more to my routine and continue to see how I feel.
Peptide power.
Yeah, I'm just I love experimenting with my own body and seeing what I
ooh, a little of this, a little of that.
Exactly. So I'll keep updating you, but yeah.
So thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.